The first challenge I face is change management, I would say, and getting the business to change. It's very difficult. So, you know, most of the businesses feel that what they are doing is right, and getting them to change their usual behavior and adopt to a system is very difficult. And especially in the healthcare industry, we have to understand that the ratio of supply and demand is high. So we have very less doctors compared to the patients we have to treat, or even the number of nurses, technicians. We can't cater to the population we have. So they are anyway very pressed with time. And after that, if you want them to change, though it is for the better, it will probably increase their efficiency, but it becomes a big challenge because they just don't have time. The second challenge, I would say, is talent. So in the last couple of years, especially, getting good IT talent has become a big problem, and it's, I think, growing, especially with the niche skills like, AI, ML, cloud. So that, I think, is becoming a problem. Although we don't have a very big IT team, but still getting the talent, retaining them, even getting good people from the vendors you work with. So that, I think, is creating a lot of problems, and I think is going to be there for some time. So I think first and foremost is business alignment. I mean, you shouldn't start any initiative unless your business is aligned with you. And when I talk about business, it's at least your CXO level and the next level, which is your head of the departments or the function heads. Unless, they are aligned to what you are trying to do, I think that's not going to succeed. You shouldn't even start. Second is the way you are driving it. I think it's very important to communicate, not just after a project is done and then you want it to be adopted. It's very important that you keep communicating right from the start of the project, so that people own it. So make the business part as an extended part of your team, so they feel the ownership. And then, the challenge that I talked about, the change management, becomes a bit easier. So I think because the digital transformation is all about getting business efficiency, and IT is just an enabler in doing it. So the business involvement, I think, is very important for the success of any digital transformation. So my number one would be migration to cloud. I have a big data center which has been running for the last 6-7 years. It's time for hardware refresh. We are implementing quite a few new systems in our hospitals, and doing them on-prem just increases your time. There's a headache of managing it. So it's a move to cloud strategy for us. So that's number one priority, I would say. Then the second priority, I would say, is analytics. We have started capturing a lot of data. We had a lot of problems where digitization did not happen in a lot of our processes. So with that more or less being done, the second priority would be to see what insights we can get from that data, right? So second would be analytics. Then third would be for me, security. Because as you move on to cloud, you have a lot of devices being used. Cyber security, especially in the healthcare industry, we've seen a lot of attacks in the last couple of years. So strengthening the security of the entire organization, that would be the third priority. Fourth, bringing in efficiency through automation. And fifth, I would say, use of IoT for use cases like remote patient monitoring and stuff like that. So these would be my 5 priorities, and if you see, all of them would be targeted towards 3 important things in our hospitals. One is to improve the patient experience. Second is to increase the operational efficiency, of the employees or of the processes. And third would be to, what we do best, to provide better clinical excellence to our patients.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.